Hello YouTube, this is Jason, aka Junky. I hope this video finds you doing well. Understandably, a lot of you are not doing well, me included, when it comes to Bitconnect. So we're going to discuss Bitconnect and some of the happenings over the last couple of days and try and make some sense of it. Let's take a look here. First, let's take a look at some of the facts. So Bitconnect basically has closed their lending and their exchange platform. And what they did is whatever you had in your lending wallet and your active loans, they paid you 300. They took they divided by $363.62 into that number, and that's how many Bitconnect tokens you received. All right, so receiving the Bitconnect tokens all at one time, announced the way that they did, had a very predictable result, which is everybody running to the exchanges and crashing the price from where it was. And a lot of people have realized losses because they exited out of their Bitconnect coin. Okay, so there are realized losses that came out of this. So it's a tough day. It's been a tough couple of days for Bitconnect members, because those realized losses means you lost money. All right, so I feel bad for people that, maybe you've never experienced loss in trading. Like Bitconnect is one of those things where sometimes you have people that have never invested really in anything before, and you don't know the experience of losing your money or realizing a loss. I was a trader for a while, and I know what it feels like to lose thousands of dollars in a matter of 10 minutes from entering the wrong direction on a trade, So I'm accustomed to loss, but a lot of people aren't. And for you that fall into that category, I feel really bad for you. It's a tough day. There's a lot of variables that go into Bitconnect, the cryptocurrency space, and everything that we're involved in here. When we had the USI problems, we kind of discussed this, that, blockchain technology and decentralized currencies, they spit in the face of government and basically banks and the established order, the status quo, if you will. And it forms a lot of enemies. And cryptocurrency is also a very profitable model. So, there's a lot of competition in the space. So there's a lot of outside variables that help, that contributed to the demise of this. And, there's a lot of people that they scream Ponzi and scam, and you could be right. It's possible. But there's a lot of variables, so we don't really know. Now, I wanted to wait to make a video because I'm a person that likes to gather as much information as possible to speak intelligently about something. And we just don't have a lot of information. I know they've closed the exchange and they've shut down the lending, but they also said that that you have 5 days to get it from the exchange before they close it. Well, the exchange is not even up and operable right now. So at what point does the 5 days start? So there's a lot of rumors on how they're gonna handle it. A lot of YouTubers have given their opinion. I've watched a lot of videos. So my approach right now, I'm going to show you my account. My approach is to act as though I'm still invested. Okay, so all the money I had in my lending wallet and or invested, active investment, is right here in the wallet, and I'm just going to hold it. I came in with an amount that I was willing to lose, which I do in any investment. So I'm going to see it out for the most profitable exit. There's rumor of them paying back at a certain level. We'll see. There's rumor of them giving people that have only been in for a few months their money back. We'll see. There's talk of it converting over to Bitconnect X and maybe having to wait for the value of the coin to go back up. We'll see. It could do none of that. And all of this could be a loss. We'll see. So there's not enough information right now to intelligently form an opinion. I think it needs more time. Let it breathe, let the dust clear a little bit, and see what happens. But it's definitely unfortunate that the lending platform went down and the supposed reasons behind it. All right. So going forward, I watched a lot of YouTube videos with other people that are involved in Bitconnect to kind of get a litmus, test the temperature of what's going on out there and hopefully glean some information because I'm not an insider. I don't have any inside information. I'm a guy that saw Bitconnect, thought I'd try it out, started making videos, um, and some of you subscribed underneath me in it. Now, I have over 500,000 views on all my videos combined, okay? But I only had about 100 people behind me in BitConnect, right? And, I was watching one YouTuber's video last night, and he was saying he had 21,000 people in his downline, and the person he was under had more than that. And that's a lot of people. So I know there's a lot of people that are being affected by this, So um, it's disappointing too. It's disappointing in BitConnect because they had to have known to announce all that at one time what the effect it would have on the price. If you specialize in trading and you have a financial system set up, then you know how it works with a mass exodus of giving someone the coins. I mean, ideally, if you really wanted to pay people back all their money, you would have issued it in Bitcoin, right? So I don't know what they're going to do. And again, the people that are really suffering from this and are feeling gun shy about anything else going forward, I feel for you. But I mean, we have to move on. I'm in the same boat, and I'm going to wait it out and see what happens and wait till I gather more information before I make a judgment of what ultimately happened here. It's too early for me to call scam or Ponzi or exit scam or whatever. But at the same time, I don't feel good about what they've done either. So that's where we're at with it right now. But I will say it is disappointing to watch the comment section and to see how some people are reacting to this situation and other YouTubers. It's made me think about my position in this. Again, like I only had 100 people underneath me, which is a lot to those 100 people, and a lot of them are feeling trepidation right now as to why they jumped in. But there's thousands of people affected all over the place, and I'm just wondering, are we doing the right thing here? Because okay, so let me give you some insight into my world. All right, I invested in the platform, and I invest in things like BitConnect because I've been a trader. And to be absolutely honest, and I don't want to come off arrogant, but I could outperform the BitConnect bot. I have for sustained periods of time. I've outperformed that. Okay. So what's possible in the markets to me, from my perspective, what they're doing isn't outlandish. It isn't unachievable from my perspective, which is why I invested. The problem is it is extremely difficult for a human being. It takes 18 hours a day, 7 days a week to trade the markets profitably. And there was a period in my life when I did that successfully. But it takes years off your life to do it successfully. All the major players in the market use some type of trading algorithm and bots. That's how they do it. And I'm not a big boy or a big major player, and I was never able to do that. So I traded the market manually, and I burned out on it. Okay. But what they're doing is not impossible. But there's more than math at play here. But it gets me to thinking, I come at it from that perspective. But when I show my progress and what I'm doing, it inevitably entices other people to want to join in. And I looked at BitConnect and things like it as a way to get a fraction of what I could probably get in the market if I did it myself without none of the time invested. And that's a very intriguing prospect to me and to Jim as well. We've talked about this today. But would it be better if we just didn't show you? So I asked the community, because Jim and I, we've discussed this. We're not pulling out of anything that we're in. We weigh risk. We assess what our exposure is, and we apply it accordingly. Nothing's going to change on my game plan. But I don't want to bring a bunch of other people in with me, if you're coming in from the wrong perspective. I don't think on any video we've ever asked anyone to join anything that we do. but inevitably people do join. And if the end result are death threats, and I mean, I had a small, smattering of people that saying, all kinds of things in my comment section. And it's, whatever, it doesn't matter. So, but that's, I'm a big boy, so that's fine. But, I don't want people to feel like they're getting hurt by being provided this information. So I'm asking you, as the community, as the people that watch this channel, we want to be accountable for this information. Would you prefer anything that has an affiliate link or anything that we're getting into, whether it be mining, whether it be a lending platform, whether it be any type of trading activity, any type of ICO, would you prefer to not know? I mean, we formed CryptUnite Global to bring like-minded people together, and there are going to be losses. But would you prefer to not know? Because if you would prefer to not know, then we'll change our approach, and we won't share this information with you. Okay? Because I don't want the end result to be that I led you to slaughter, that CryptUnite Global led you to slaughter. All right? So the comment section is here. Let's vote on it. If you prefer that we don't show you any of this information and just keep this stuff to ourselves, we will. But we're going to continue on. Cryptocurrencies is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're going to profit from it. And we're going to find the avenues and the means to do so. And if you want to follow that journey with us, let us know. If not, then we'll stop doing any type of update videos on this channel, and we won't share the stuff that we're doing behind the scenes. We'll keep it to ourselves. All right? And because we're genuinely here to help people. And, again, we joined these programs under the risk assessment that we took. And I mean, originally that I took when I first started, and Jim and I are like-minded. And that's why we're involved in what we're involved in. And we feel the same way. If it came, you can only use the available information that you have to jump into things. You can't second guess yourself because it doesn't turn out right. When I'm looking at the market and I think it's going to go up, I assess my risk. I put my risk level at whatever I'm comfortable with, and I'm wrong 4 out of 10 times, 3 out of 10 times, somewhere in that range. It's part of the game. You lose, and I'm built for that though. And some people aren't. And if we're doing damage to the community by showing this information, then it's better to not show it. All right. So I like to hear your voice about it. And that's pretty much where we're at. We're still in Devore. We're torn on what to do with it now. Oh, we're not leaving Devore at all. We're going to be in it. Okay. And this process of what the government, they're going to be targeted. We sent an email directly to the CEO over at Devore because when we did our due diligence, we somehow managed to get, their ear through email, consistent sending them emails. They actually responded to us, and we asked them point blank, Bitconnect's out. The target's going to be on you. Are you prepared? Their response was, we were attacked just like Bitconnect was. We were back up in 2 hours. It took them multiple days, and we're ready. So for what that's worth, we'll see. Whether or not we'll continue to do update videos, we're going to leave that up to you. Because if you feel as though that, I don't know. We'll see what the responses are, and then we'll make a decision on that. Okay? So that's where we're at with it. Bitcoin. There was some really strong movement in Bitcoin today. And I broke it down on a chart. I went back and looked at the chart and noticed I had missed a few things that were significant. I'm a little rusty because I don't follow my charts like I do. Sometimes I make a video and that's the first time I'm really looking at the chart is on the video, and that's probably not the best way to do it. So I want to go in depth and explain what happened with Bitcoin today and yesterday and what my thoughts are. But I'm going to make a separate video right after this video so you can watch that. All right. So we're going to close this video out. We're going to take a wait and see approach on Bitconnect. And I leave it up to you on what you want us to do going forward with sharing what we're doing behind the scenes. And if you don't want to see it, then we'll redirect how this thing's going to work. All right. Okay, that's it. I'm going to get off the video. Subscribe to the channel and jump into the community if you're interested. CryptUnite Global. Here are our social medias and our Facebook group. And website still under construction. And I hope to hear some good input from the community. All right, you guys have a good day.